I can't believe I'm saying this. Why, you may not need a custom guitar.
Blasphemy.
Coming from Casino Guitar.
Blasphemy.
Hard and fast, right in your face. Don't mind the train behind me. Hey, it's me, Baxter.
Hey, Jonathan.
Your zany morning, evening, afternoon, coffee, lunchtime companions, or bathroom visits.
Yeah, whatever.
Either way. So we have so many people who spec out custom guitars, and that's what we love to do. We do it. That's the bread and butter of our knowledge, of our passion, and we do like. And 98% of the time is right, but sometimes we're like, hey now, Hank Kingsley, let's slow it down. You might not need one of these fancy doohickey custom-made things.
Craziness.
Well, there might be a guitar already built that's perfect for you.
Never.
No,
I'm a unicorn. No one could have anticipated what I want or need.
No. Now, you think we're talking about electrics. Let's just jump into acoustics first.
Yeah.
Because in particular, this happens a lot with acoustic guitars. Like, people have in their mind, they have to get this custom acoustic because there's no way the acoustic maker can make the guitar that they probably want. Odds are, they're already making it.
Probably.
Or they can make it with a little tweak, which doesn't mean custom. It might just mean like one small little thing sometimes that we can maybe get done.
Maybe there is an element that if they're not making it, there's a reason.
Yes, this is something we discussed a lot too.
I mean, they've been making these crazy acoustic wood guitars for a long time now. I feel like most things have been tried and experimented with.
The number one mission, I hate to say this as well, of a business is to sell you things. So they want to build things that will sell and sell, not sit on shelves and not sit on hooks. So they've sort of come up with a formula that's pretty good. It works pretty well. And most of the stuff there, like in particular with Taylor guitars, I mean, they've got everything under the sun, I feel.
Yes.
Like, I cannot keep track of how many miles. I thought I could.
Nope.
You know, back in the glory days of 2015, a long time ago, I felt like, oh, I kind of have a handling of this. And I kept adding. It's going to be a refresh, a new thing.
There was a point where I was like very... Yes.
Taylor, we got it.
Ask me. Got it. Done.
Now if you say, like, 514 CE, it's like, it used to be like, oh yeah, cedar top or mahogany. What is it now? Ironbark? Yeah, it's ironbark. It's just, but...
Which is a what? I don't know.
Or the 700 series used to be like the Sunburst version or the land of, and those are great guitars, and now it's Koa. It's sort of like their tier below the K series.
And then you get into like their limited run stuff, and it's like, oh.
And the Builder's Edition, they really handle almost anything that you could want pretty well. And like my advice too, and I give this advice to a lot of customers, is like, let's say you're a lefty too, and you pretty much fall in love with the guitar like the 814 CE. You know, well, I kind of want this one thing, and they don't really do that, or like, can I get lefty? I'm like, yes, but just get in lefty.
Yeah. Don't
add that one thing that makes it a custom, because it's the same guitar. And then you're going to get charged a lot more for it, for this one little inlay option you might want. I just don't know. I try to like discourage. Because what you want, get it. But that's one of the things where we're really passionate about. We have it on our list is like, save the player money.
Well, and it's,
along the way.
Yeah,
we're always looking at that as we're going down the list.
And I usually go in with that mindset because that's the mindset for myself. But sometimes when I'm building stuff with people, like I can tell pretty right away that's not the issue. You know what I mean? So like,
well, even it's not an issue. It just goes back to like our roots of knowing that Zaxby's is a high end restaurant.
Yeah, salads are not cheap.
And Chick-fil-A is sort of in that tier right below, but it's better. I feel like it's better food. But as far as cost wise, and like but then McDonald's is a nice night out. So we're trying to make sure you're okay.
It used to be the dollar menu. Working class people can afford it. But now
there's like that dollar store that's called Five or Less or Five Below.
Five Below.
And I literally thought that Five Below was a outdoor winter clothing store. Yeah. And then my wife said, she thought I was kidding. I was like, oh, it's a dollar store, but the $5 below.
Well, they basically sell like $5 trash. I mean, like my kids will blow every dime they have in that place. And then they're like, Dad, my toy from the Five Below doesn't work. I'm like, it didn't work when you bought it. Like, that's just, yeah.
Now, jumping into electric, that's a tricky world too. A lot of times, we take a lot of care when we spec out all the custom builds that we have for like Fender or the PRS world, like to have like things that we think will appeal to a certain number of folks.
Yes.
And are great tone woods, great pickups, great playing necks. Stay tuned. There's more of that coming soon. But every once in a while, you know, yeah, you want to get your own thing, but let's say it's really close.
Yes.
It's tricky now, especially if you see something. Let's say you see a guitar shop.
Oh my goodness.
That you really like. Be like, I kind of want something different. I want to spec out a guitar like that, but it's slightly more. And you get the price back, and you're like, why is this $1,000 more?
Or even more sometimes. Like, I've had a few like that lately where, you know.
No, we've had some that was like multiple thousands more. Yeah. And we're all kind of shocked. And we're talking to the custom shop, trying to work it out. It's like, hey, the prices have gone up. So that guitar could have been ordered 2 to 3 years ago. There might have been a 2-year time of it being built, you know, before you got it. Prices have gone up 15+% since then. Voila, you have crazy guitars. It's
not to mention if it was a run the custom shop was doing, right, where there's not like a la carte sort of spec'd out, like that is more expensive. Just like when you go to a restaurant and you order each individual thing and not a combo, it's more money.
Like back to Chick-fil-A.
Like back to Chick-fil-A.
Fancy restaurants, like when you order like the number one, it's a great savings compared to like a Chick-fil-A sandwich, large fries and a large Coke. Don't do that. You should get the combo. If you don't want the fries,
baby,
get the fries away. Number one's great. Extra pickles sometimes. Ooh. That's what I do.
God, that sounds good.
It's great.
You had to lunch today might be Chick-fil-A. Thank God it's not Sunday.
God, I know Sunday's the worst day because of that. Chick-fil-A, we need you. Can you have like the atheist Chick-fil-A be open on Sundays? I think it's all right. The agnostic Chick-fil-A-ins.
Or couldn't they like have like, you know, like have Jewish employees who don't work on Saturday, and they're like the Christian employees can work on, you know, they can flip flop.
God, it's one of the happiest thoughts I've heard in a long time.
I mean, no offense there. I'm just saying. Just pointing out.
Now within Federal, a world to get into if you just want to put your toe in there, the mod shop. Yeah, I mean, we've had you started off a lot stronger than it's doing right now, but it's like, but if you just want to kind of dabble and like, hey, I want this guitar in this color, I want to try this weird neck, and I want to try some funky pickups, go mod shop.
What can I like? I think there is a big distinction between custom aesthetics and like adding weird specs. This is acoustic or electric. Like, oh, I think I need this weird wood that no one builds guitars out of for a reason, or I need this strange like nut width, or I need this, you know. There's a difference in changing the function of how all those pieces work together and changing like, oh, I want this weird graffiti yellow color.
Well, and that goes back to you. Really
cool.
I strongly believe this. Yes, we're a guitar shop. Call us. You can trust us as far as that stuff goes. We're experts in this sort of field. But call the other shops that you've come to know and love. Again, Wildwood Guitars. You call Musicville. You call the guys at Sims. Like you call Carlos at Chuck Levin's. That guy specs a mean guitar out, and he can do the salsa dancing as well at the same time.
Well, you know, I like a lot of the customers I talk to. What's cool is they'll have a question about a certain spec or should I do this, and you know, have you gotten to play one of these? And usually the answer is yes. Yes, we've seen a bunch of these. You know, whether it's neck shape or some strange spec. So, you know, we have an idea of what works, what doesn't work, and I'm really clear about what I think is like subjectively like I don't like this versus I just don't think this functions well.
No, because there's certain things that I would not spec for my personal guitar that I know works swimmingly well within the certain builds that
absolutely.
It's no, but trust the guys that you like. If there's shops that you know and trust, like call them, even if you're not buying the guitar there. Again, we do this all the time, more than like Derek behind the camera is like, hey, we gotta stop doing that all the time just because we're busy. But yeah, I'll be on the phone helping somebody buy a guitar from another place.
That happens all the time. People call all the time.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just fun.
I want to make sure you get the right guitar. It's exciting when someone gets a guitar because we still haven't lost that joy of when you get a new thing. Like when I get a new thing, it's pretty exciting. I was playing like the new car amp that I sort of acquired recently, and I was like, man, this is why I love those amps so much. Because it's got an attenuator on it.
Attenuators are good.
Play it in my apartment, and not make it, not wake up the humans that live there with me. Can't get rid of them. They've been there.
1 watt.
I've never gone to 1 watt. That's just stupid. I don't see that. I'm just gonna play unplugged at that point. It's like, oh, I get. It's like a little.
1 watt can be louder than you imagine.
Well, I don't know. In the car, I feel like when I turn it all the way down, though.
Well, right.
If I juice,
but it goes down to like
0.5 or something stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I've never done that. I cut.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Cut about half, and then I'm sort of living in that nice happy land. It's no, like there's probably a guitar out there for you. You know, in the custom shop electric stuff too, is like we love the joy of it. You see something and you start lusting after it. That's where I bought some of my favorite guitars.
We've talked about this before. Like there is a joy in making your own thing that's yours, that you imagined. But there's also a really cool joy in going into a shop and playing a bunch of stuff, which we happen to have. like
My
a lot of
pitch
custom shops.
for happiness in life is to you go into your favorite shop, albeit Casino Guitars or Casino Guitars, and you go in there, you go there, spec a guitar out, and you go to buy a guitar that day because you're gonna have to wait at least a year. So you have one. It's like getting a library book while that one you're waiting for hasn't been finished being written yet.
Believe it or not, that's more than you would think.
It's not an uncommon occurrence.
It sounds ridiculous because it kind of is, but it's also awesome.
It is. It's awesome. You forget. That's the thing. Like so many, I feel like shops, like, a lot of guys in the business, like the guys who work with the manufacturers, they forget the absolute joy that all of us as guitar players get from getting our new piece of gear. And the waiting for it is even fun. I get a kick out of waiting. I'm on the list for Benson. I know it's going to get built eventually. It's so exciting. I can't wait to see what happens there. It's fun.
You gotta have you're a little king of tone. I know you don't.
I have a King of Tone on those too. Sean's going to build me a pedal board. He said, like, if you want to build me like a small little one, just so I can have for.
I think you need a little small,
like the Baxter pedal board,
like one of your Baxter old school tube screamers.
I should put an old school tube screamer. I want the octave fuzz.
You need an octave fuzz.
I mean, I don't know if I need a compressor or anything.
Nah, you don't need that junk. But just need your little dispatch master that you like. That's the one with the delay and the reverb together.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I mean, you only really when you play like a TS1 or something.
It's
you don't need it for your.
All the stuff I play pretty much has things, but I don't know.
I heard a great octave fuzz the other day. It's one of the Beatronics.
Okay,
I can't remember what it's.
Octave up or octave down?
Up.
So I want octave down too.
You can set it where you can do it momentary though, where you touch the thing and do your octave and then let it go and it's just buzzing again.
That new Levi Perry that he posted on the Fender Custom Shop and Fender and Levi's thing on Instagram and their Facebooks for the old people. It has the fuzz circuit built into it and the octave up. You can dial in as well.
Maybe we just need to get you like a POG where you could add octaves down and up.
Maybe
like a 7-up or something.
Is that what that does? I know nothing. I know nothing at all. Children, I'm confused.
It's a polyphonic octave generator.
I have seen those. That would be pretty fun.
It is.
Maybe that's the pedal. Do we not have one? We don't have one.
We don't have one.
I should try it.
We'll source one.
Well, no. So yeah, good luck in your journey out there. Yeah. It's pretty fun, but like just look twice before you have to. Don't get me wrong. Specking one out is amazing. We do it every day and we love doing it. But sometimes there's something that might be waiting right there for you.
It could be right there,
ready
to go that day.
Particularly in like the acoustic world.
Yeah,
they probably built it, because if they build it, you will come. God, I wanted to say that. I had a cue card right behind the camera to say that the whole time. It's from Field of Dreams. If you thought it was something else,
that's all. We could go and soon I'm gonna have a corn patch ready. I'm serious. We could go make Field of Dream content in front of the corn.
Where is you the chicken farms or?
Oh yeah.
Not in Rockingham. Not right in your house.
No. Oh, man. I'm just saying.
Can we actually do that?
Acres of corn. Yeah.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And horrifying.
Yeah. We rode Elijah around in the bucket of the tractor. You know, like the loader the other day.
Of course.
So we can put you in that like a little microphone.
That could be like Casino Guitars on location.
Goes to the farm.
But yeah, thanks again for joining us and spending all this time with us. We got a whole bunch of new type of content coming out later this year as well, so bear with us as we develop that. Peace be with you. Click like and subscribe.
Hit the old bell.
And to all, a good night.